Hello everyone, and welcome back to Quest for Glory 4 Shadows of Darkness. Probably my favorite of the Quest for Glory games.
All you can hear at distance.
Nothing beyond the door.
You don't see any sign.
And having just oiled this, I remember that we did in fact do that. Long hallway.
A long hall runs north and south between two of the castle rooms. A long bench sits against one.
Let's take a quick rest. Just because we can.
The door hinges. You carefully.
Let's oil these door too, or this door too.
Stained glass forms a wheel pattern high on the wall. All you can hear
Doesn't seem to be anything
you don't see
through there.
any movement through the keyhole, but you think you hear movement from the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, interesting. Very carefully open the door and peek in.
He looks like someone with whom you really don't want to tangle. He's mean, he's tough, he's a goon.
Goons.
You sense danger at the bottom of the stairwell. Maybe it has something to do with the two goons guarding the lower door. You hear voices at the bottom of the stairs. You know, there are those two huge goon guards down at the bottom. Are you sure this is such a good time to head down the stairs?
I'm sure it's fine.
Boring. This is definitely boring. Hey, dungeons is always guarded, and we's the guards. But why guard a dungeon when there's no one in there? We got to guard something, don't we? Else we don't got the job. Well, it's still boring.
Boring, yeah?
This really isn't such a hot idea. It will be certain death to get too close to those guards.
I'm sure it's fine. We're strong enough. That's a stretch. Two goons decided to have a taffy, or maybe it's a patsy, pulling contest. I'm very disappointed when you break instead of stretching any further. Whoops. Good thing it asked me if I actually wanted to delete.
The math is really something, ain't she? Yeah. I even likes the kid. Shame they keep her all the way on the other side of the kiss. Yeah. It's the Annabees guy I can't stand. He looks at us like we was food or something. You got it. That guy gives me the creeps.
Sorry. Annabees guy,
Something strange about the volumes of Tobin's Spirit Encyclopedia, subtitled To Pass Beyond the Veil, on these shelves.
Exit. Yeah, there we go. Oh.
The bookshelf sports a number of volumes of light reading. This must have been the Boyar's personal reading room, since his crest decorates the top of the shelf. Nothing like a blazing fire.
Oops.
Nothing like a blazing fire to keep away the chill on those cold winter nights.
Interesting that all the
Large,
fireplaces
round
are
wooden
lit.
table is starting to crack from age. There's a fine layer of dust on it.
Yet another door.
You carefully oil the doors slightly rusty.
Let's listen.
All you can hear at distance.
Nothing. Peer through.
Catch a brief glimpse of the elusive flash of wings on the other side of the door.
Flash of wings on the other side of the door, huh? Another ghost, maybe?
You sense danger in the air, flapping on bat-like wings around
Nope,
you.
bats. I see the bats. I've been able to quite figure out how to fight the bats. There's a way to swing your sword up without jumping, but I've never figured out how to do that. Yeah, like that. Never quite figured out how to do that. Even there, I didn't know.
The only effect is a tingling sensation. But if Dr. Cranium is to be trusted, you should now be safe from poison. For a while.
Yay! Poison cure potion. And now we have an empty flask.
You carefully oil.
What's beyond this door?
You put your ear up against it.
Nothing.
Peering through the keyhole, you see...
No threatening activity. Alright.
It's a drinking horn. At least it would be a drinking horn if it had something to drink. These chairs were once there. Candles add that certain special intimacy to a meal, don't you think? An ornate crystal chandelier reflects an iridescent rainbow of light into every corner of the room. It's a long... The cabinet is...
That cabinet's empty.
The
That cabinet's empty.
The cabinet...
That one's empty.
You carefully oil...
Let's take a quick rest.
After some...
Ooh, it must be night.
All you can hear a You don't see any sign...
Alright, a sign of movement behind the door is always a good sign. Ooh.
You see a portrait of a tall, arrogant-looking nobleman dressed for battle.
Nice.
Large, round wooden table is starting to crack from age. Nothing like a blazing... It's an ash urn.
Alright. Let's go ahead and oil this door.
All you can hear...
Doesn't appear to be anything beyond the
You don't see
door.
any sign of life.
Which is good, but it also means that we're not where I thought we were. Ah, cool. We're back here. Awesome.
You reach up, put the candle back. It's a fake candle. When you move it, a secret passage opens up behind the bookshelf.
How about that? Let's head back. Something tells me we don't want to be there at night.
The door will not budge. It appears to be magically sealed. There is no obvious way to open it.
We're stuck. We can't leave the crypt.
As you shake hands with the Grim Reaper statue, the door at the top of the stairs opens. You quickly make your escape from the deadly crypt.
Yay! We escaped the crypt.
You have entered an eerie, deserted graveyard. Strange moans wail through the trees, and mysterious lights seem to flicker and fade among the tombstones. Two large crypts dominate the cemetery.
Haven't been
You have a
here.
bad feeling about this place.
And
There doesn't seem to be any immediate danger, but you suspect that death lies among the crypts and tombstones in this place.
That's probably not a good thing. Well, you know, it's night, so let's get out of here.
You feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere.
Yeah, no, the fact that my health is draining just by standing there. I probably don't want to go that way. You know what? Let's sleep a night here in Arana's peace. Should be nice and peaceful, right?
You float gently in this ocean of harmony. You remember the happiness of being here before this. Now there is greater joy. You are not alone. You are filled with the warmth of friendship. You share your hopes, your dreams, all the best moments of your life, knowing that here is someone who understands and cares about you. You reach out to touch your friend, but there is no one there. You are all alone. You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Welp.
You wake in a cold sweat. You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you.
You get some more mana fruit.
Lasso.
Yay! Doesn't that give us 2 now? Yeah, cool. I didn't know you could have more than 1. I thought it was limited to 1. Awesome. That's strange. The little mound isn't there anymore. Mound that was there during the day is no longer there. How peculiar.
The werewolf threat has ended. Since you have found and rescued Igor, I have released our gypsy prisoner. It seems he was not a werewolf after all. All the peasant fears were for nothing.
Well, that's good to hear.
You say hello to the Burgermeister.
You are a very polite person. Perhaps I should learn some manners from you for dealing with strangers.
You tell the Burgermeister about how much you want to be a hero.
I am beginning to think that you must be quite a hero already.
Yay! People are starting to like me. Let's
The
go
gypsy
Gypsy.
has no doubt returned home to his people. They have an encampment to the east.
Oh, yeah?
I will be able to get a real night's sleep for once. I do not have to worry that the prisoner will be harmed or that he will escape now. The people of this town will settle down again. They cried so loudly for blood because they are tired of living so long in the shadow of fear. There is a rumor that perhaps I was mistaken in trying to drive you away from Mordavia. That perhaps you are the hero you claim to be. But you know how rumors are. You cannot always trust what you hear.
True, true.
Take care.
Alright, well, if people are starting to like me, let's go try talking to people. I'm sure Olga will like me even more.
I suppose you heard that the gypsy didn't kill Igor after all. Dmitri has set the gypsy free. No good will come of it. You mark my words. The man was clearly a werewolf.
Seems to have an issue with the fact that,
So, you haven't been eaten yet.
you know,
We'll see how long you last traipsing about everywhere when you should be staying in this nice, safe town.
well, that's all about our adventures.
Tell Olga about what you've been doing in Mordavia.
And be sure and keep me informed. I need to know everything that goes on around here. Someone's got to have a clue after all.
Once again, we already did that one. In fact, there doesn't even seem to be anything new here. Oh, hey, there's a few things. innkeeper's wife.
Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Bella, she was...
Got that one already. Castle?
The castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then, some strangers moved in 4 years ago. No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you.
Werewolves.
Werewolves are gypsies, no question about it. They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get. Nothing can kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night, you hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here.
Gravedigger.
Word has it that you rescued the gravedigger, buried alive in his own grave. What a gruesome thought. Why, if you hadn't come across him, who knows what would have happened to him?
Indeed.
Well, the gypsy may not have eaten the gravedigger, but that still doesn't explain why he was hanging around town. We'll all be eaten by that werewolf yet.
About the burned monastery.
Well, you were seen near the monastery not long after the folks noticed the fire. I'm not saying you did it, but I'm glad you did. And that place was a menace to our town.
Alright.
You take care. Don't want to see your funeral. Go ahead and walk to the cemetery.
Actually, before we leave, how many of these do we have? We have 6, so we've only eaten 2. But we've done pretty good about stopping at the inn and eating. Is good to know. I think we started off with 8. I could be wrong.
It's a
Either
typical
way.
country breakfast.
Go ahead and make sure we stop and eat something.
I do not.
He does not gossip.
I am well.
Alright, well, you don't have anything new to say, it looks like, so that's fine. Let's go check on Punny Bones.
A voice from behind the door says, "Oops, sorry. Seems I forgot about my burglar alarm. Hope it wasn't too shocking for you."
Hello, how are you? Come in and have a sit, why don't you?
As you sit down, a rude noise comes from the chair seat.
Whoopee cushion.
Gets you every time. A million laughs. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see ya.
Nice of you to drop in. Speaking of dropping in, did you hear the one about the bad waiter? Seems like he was always dropping in. Dropping in. Get it? Didn't think
I
so.
don't get it.
No one got a sense of humor anymore. Not even me.
I legitimately do not get that one.
Hey, welcome into the inn. Pleased to meet you. Sit down, have a seat. Oh, we did that already, didn't we?
You tell about some of your adventures.
What was that you were saying about saving Spielberg?
You tell about your adventures in Spielberg.
So you're the guy that made me lose my sense of humor. Listen, if you hadn't made Baba Yaga mad, I never would have told the joke that made her take my humor away.
It seems like you just have yourself to blame on that.
I ain't got no sense of humor. I can't get no sense of humor. And I try, don't know why, gotta fly, say goodbye. What's the matter? You a music critic, so I can't tell a joke? Sue me. I'm comedically challenged. A phoebe of a fool. A dweeb dunce. As a matter of fact, I've been cursed. I'm vexed with a hex, so to speak.
Alright, what about
Pathetic, ain't
curse?
it? I can't tell a joke if it kicked me in the teeth. Ever since I got Baba Yaga mad at me, I got the bad joke blues.
Baba Yaga.
He has no sense of humor whatsoever. Let me tell you, I was just telling a joke about how some hero got Baba Baby hopping mad and fit to be towed. How was I to know she was in the audience at the time? Anyhow, Baba Yaga stands up, says some bad poetry, and the next thing I know is my jokes are jumbled and my puns are pathetic. So here I am in Nowhere Land trying to locate Baba Yaga so as I can get the curse removed and my humor returned.
Alright. That's about the
Kane,
gnome.
ask me again, I'll tell you my name. Seriously, folks, the name is Bones. Punny Bones. I'm just a jester. Professionally speaking, of course.
Jester.
Hey, I'm a professional fool, so don't try this at home, kid. Unfortunately, more people laugh at me than at my jokes lately. It's hard to be hilarious when your sense of humor is defunct.
Funny bones?
Funny you should ask about that. Making jokes is in my bones, make no bones about it. But my puns have been sort of boneheaded lately.
R.I.P. Mordavia.
Place is really dead, you know? I've had a livelier audience in a graveyard. What do they know about humor? They think a guy falling into a mud puddle is a major joke, like lots of yucks, huh? Now, a man being tripped into a mud puddle, that's comedy.
Rumors?
What do I hear? Let me see. Well, the talk of the town is you. No one knows how you got here or what you're doing, and they're still all a bit leery of strangers. You should see some of the looks they give me. You'd think they never saw a gnome before. Or you, for that matter.
Alright, well, I guess that's about it, so...
Nice to see a friendly face around here. Catch you later, Dud.
It's a braided, circular rug, just like the one in your room, only funnier. Somehow just looking at these garlic braids makes you smile.
I like how the garlic
That is adequate, but nothing to take home with you. The window is closed, mercifully obscuring the stone wall next door. It makes the perfect cap to the gnome's jester costume. The strange comedian you had the misfortune to listen to the other night sits on the bed. He looks at you with a twisted grin.
Alright, well...
So I ask you, what do you call a dinosaur crashing into a wall? Late for supper, of course. See you later, crocodile.
Late for supper. Some of his jokes are still pretty good, even though they're supposed to be bad. So...
You are always on the go, my friend. Take care.
Okay. I don't think there's anything left to do in the Adventurers Guild at this point.
You think you've done about as...
Yep. Done about as much stair stepping as your body can handle. If I want to build climbing, I'll need to climb the window.
Good.
Oops. During the night. Let's see. Stats. What is my climbing skill anyway? 201. So not the greatest, but not bad. Magic is 177. Suppose I need to start using my magic a bit more. Magic doesn't come in handy unless you're either playing a mage or you actually, or until like this game in Quest for Glory 5. So, but it does come in handy in this game whenever I get like wyverns or something like that. So, there's always that. Especially wyverns. Wyverns, Chernovi, they're both very useful to have magic for. Lishi, do I know your current riddle? I don't remember. I don't remember what the current riddle is. Let's find out.
And 12 make 22. This killer plant will crawl to you. Hungry, hunting, seeking food. A berry bush with an attitude.
You say, hello, but there is no response other than the faint rustling of the plants near you. You make a wild guess, Is that the bush I rescued from the goo?
543. You've dealt with goo. If it answers 1, it won't for 2.
Alright. So I don't know the answer to that one yet because I haven't solved the riddle of the bush. Don't remember where the gypsies are. Ah, here we go. Hey! It's Gypsy I
Greetings
reckon.
and welcome to our camp. You are a stranger no longer. When you saved me from death, our lives became intertwined. Henceforth, you are to be known as a gypsy friend. Come now. I will take you to the leader of our camp.
Alright. See, I didn't know I could do this on day 6. I thought I had to wait until day 7. If you wait till day 7, the gypsy himself actually comes to talk to you.
You are the one my son spoke of. You saved his life.
I didn't know I could come here on
You
day 6.
also entered fearlessly into our den of wolves. You are a man of great courage. We gypsies owe you for our Davy, and I believe we will owe you for things to come.
These people are cool though.
Welcome. I am the fortune teller.
She is probably my
I will teach you
favorite.
a spell. It will protect you against the dead that rise again. I think you will find this most useful in your questings.
Heck yeah!
Gypsy fortune teller touches your head briefly. Magic flows through you. Now you know the aura spell.
Now,
Aura!
let's learn more of you. Why have you come here, and what do you seek?
Heck yeah, Aura spell. Aura is an amazing spell, let me tell you. It's one of the best spells in the game. It's the first teller.
For an outsider, you are most polite.
Let's tell our
Tell the
name.
gypsies your name.
We are honored to know your name.
It is a good name, a strong name. You bear it well.
Tell about ourselves.
Tell about how you got here.
The dark cave? You escaped from there? Ah, you are very powerful and lucky. I would guess that a summoning spell went wrong. That cave interferes with all magic around here. But it is best not to speak of that cave. Someone brought you here for some unknown purpose. Most interesting.
So we were supposed to appear somewhere else and ended up in that cave instead.
You tell her about the frightening dream.
Dreams are messages. Such a message may be obscure or meaningful, depending upon the sender and the dreamer. The meaning of this dream may be clearer when you have had more of them.
You tell
How about
about
no?
the gnome and his problems.
Interesting. Baba Yaga has returned only recently to this valley. We have had scent of her to the far south. But the path to her hut is blocked by magic. You will need to find a way past that magical barrier.
Alright. And you know what? This seems like a good spot to end off at. Well, okay, I'll be honest, it really doesn't seem like a good spot to end off at. But it is... We are 30 minutes in, and there is a lot to go over with these gypsies. So I think I will end here before we get too involved in them, and when we come back in the next episode, we'll talk to the gypsies and find out what there is to do with them. So, with that, if you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to check the video description down below for a link to the playlist, so that you can get caught up on any episodes you might have missed. And I'll see you guys next time. See you later.